So, there I was, on Rust, playing around designing a new solo base for a future video, when my manager at Hype Factory sends me a Discord message.
Hey Sir Winter, would you be open to doing a dedicated video for Enshrouded?
She's French, by the way. I'm sure she'll appreciate that one. Anyway, Enshrouded. I remember that game. I bought it at launch just over a year ago and played it for a few days. I quickly did a bit of research into how it was coming along. My first stop was the Steam page. There's no better way to gauge a game than from the public masses. They're given the realest, most honest reviews. 86% positive all-time reviews, god damn! And then it caught my eye. In the trailer, best in-class building. Whoa. That's a big boast. I love building in games. I wish there was more you could do with Rust. Terraforming the area for starters, creating gardens, adding fences, putting out bowls on tables, flower pots under windows, planting trees, adding way more building entities like bringing back the half staircase, combining stone and metal to make some kind of new skin or something, or adding in new resources like sandstone for a stone base or copper for a metal one. Just something that heavily focuses on shaking up the 2x1 tower meta that's in Rust. Far out. That's boring. So I began to look into what could be done in Enshrouded, and I was blown away. For instance, look at what you can do. You can build underground.
That's amazing.
But not only that,
But wait, there's more.
you can make it neat by using big foundations to clear out big chunks of earth. And boys, you can go deep. If you want to live like a dwarf in the Misty Mountains, then send out a message to your friends, grab your pickaxes, find a nice cliff, and start tunneling. It helps if you put on some windrows as well. But for me, being a solo player who enjoyed the simpler things in life, like a nice green field and a bright blue sky, I couldn't get this quote out of my head. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. I didn't know it right now, but I was going to build a hobbit hole on the edge of an old town just off the main road. Down a dusty trail, I found a hill, and that hill is where I wanted to make my home. In a hole in the ground, not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, but a hobbit hole. And that means comfort. But much like Bilbo, before I could settle down and retire in my home, I had to go on a grand adventure through killer camps and dangerous dungeons. I had to traverse alien worlds and cut my way through the face of the earth. I soared across the arid wastes to the east, and I toiled through forests so ancient they must have been there since before time itself. I conquered the tallest of spires and explored vast city keeps. Sometimes I'd even stumble across a dragon or two, but I'm still here to tell the tale, and that tale begins in the side of a mountain.
Concerning hobbits.
I was just awakening from a slumber. Baldur's Gate 3 moment. I started my journey by exiting the mountain hall and adjusting my eyes to gaze upon Embervale. I wasted no time, taking a left turn and heading into a cave where I found some explosives that I started chucking at a wall to clear a little hole for me to climb through. In there was a chest with a ring. Not much help for the battles to come, but I continued forward, slaying a couple of monsters along the way and then finding the exit, where I unlocked the level 1 workbench recipe. Okay, let's get some loot for building! No, my lunch! Then I found a nice little plot of land to put my starter base. I crafted a flame altar, which secures your spot, kind of like a tool cabinet in Rust. Okay, we need to go and save some servants. But first, we're gonna need some better equipment. I started off by crafting everything necessary to get going. Clothing, tools, building hammer, weapons, greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. I got them all. Right, we got a sword aboard. Then it was time to break my first tree. Felled tree after felled tree got me closer and closer to my first home. And before long, I whipped out that tool hammer and I began to look at all the building options right there at my fingertips. Terrain? They have terrain in here? Cool. Missing materials. Craft blocks at the workbench. Workbench? I thought that was a stool. Alright, now I'm getting the hang of it. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of stone for our foundations. Okay, this is cool. This is peak. Oh, the things I'm gonna do with this building system. The possibilities were endless. The amount of ideas that were swimming through my head right now were ambitious. Remember, I didn't know I was gonna end up living in a cozy hobbit hole at this point. I took much more grander paths before I came to that conclusion. It was all a journey right now, a learning experience. And even though I put in 35.5 hours in just a few days, I could have kept going for triple that time. Not only because I was having fun, but because with the giant new update for Enshrouded, there's just so much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? You know what I'm saying? By the way, they wanted me to show the new first-person camera for building, which is dope, and the new parry indicator. So just in case I forget to include footage of that on my building adventure, my obligation for that is now done. By the way, if you want to just read what else is new in this massive update, I'm just going to include it all in the description. Most of it will be shown throughout this video as I'm doing things, but if you're just seeing this game for the first time, you're not going to know what's new and what isn't. Also, there's things I learned along the way for the next time I play, and believe me, I'm coming back to play this just on my own time after I release my next Rust video. And one of those things is you can take over buildings that are already there in game. They even have items in them that can offer comfort, which means you're going to be buffed for longer on your adventure. Anyway, right now, I needed a door for this hole, which indeed was a nasty, dirty, wet hole, filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell right now. Yes, here we go. Oh, window frames and stuff. Yes. Circular doors? Foreshadowing? It's getting dark in here, so we're going to have to build now. Go. We can have a whole back wall of storage if we want. Alright, this is the beta test. Alright, the starter base was down, but to progress, I needed to level up. That's really cool, actually, how it moves around like that and tells you which path you want to go if you want to choose these things. I'm a big fan of that. Only thing they're missing is the farmer line. I think I might be an athlete, I don't know. Anyway, we still gotta gear up. We're going to make the glider. I made a glider, but I still needed a grappling hook. Metal scraps and string. For me to be able to make the grappling hook, I needed scrap metal. So I headed to a nearby bandit camp and I started pillaging it. When I had enough metal, I slammed down a temporary setup and crafted that grappling hook. Alright, we have a grappling hook now. What I had to do now was rescue my first companion, Oswald Anders, the blacksmith. Saving these companions across the map would unlock more and more things. For example, with Oswald, I could now get quests from him to go out and unlock things like cosmetic items and new crafting stations. Now it was time to climb the first spire. These spires were placed around Embervale to act as waypoints for fast traveling. You needed to complete a series of puzzles to make your way to the top, but once up there, you could commune with the flame, and now you had a fast travel point, which you could travel to and jump off to glide around the map. Right now, I had the worst glider in Enshrouded, but soon I'd be upgrading. It was time to place Oswald in my base. Hey! We did it. We got a blacksmith? I had to look through what I could craft with him and accepted his quests. I really like doing quests in these games. Where's he going? What the hell are you doing? Old boy wants a bed. So I made him a bed, then I leveled up, focusing on getting my stamina up so I could farm for longer. Then I went to the Shroud for one of my quests, where I wound up at an elixir well. I climbed down into the depths of hell, where I was confronted by a giant monster, who I 3-tapped into ash with my new axe. Then I chopped down a shroud root, which cleansed the area I was in and gave me a little reward called a shroud core, which could be used to level up my flame back home so I could extend my build radius. Now that I was back home, I crafted a forge from Oswald, placed it down, then I got it pumping out metal sheets for me with scrap metal and charcoal from my new kiln. And then I was off again, fast traveling to the Springland's ancient spire. I marked a quest, lined it up on my compass, and I jumped. I was on a quest to a temple ruin, where I had to mog my way through a dungeon for a cosmetic reward at the end. Now I was making my way around the map, trying to unlock items, some secrets, and gain some levels. I'd also acquired a very cool mace.
Now pick up your gold teeth.
I feel like Sauron! Fighting off elves! I charged through the shroud time and time again to chop these shroud roots down, because they were a good source for leveling. Then I'd fight off everything that came for me after. Then I'd move on, keeping my eye open for the perfect spot to build. We've just got to keep our eye out for the perfect spot to build. Then I found an Ewok camp, where I accidentally stumbled upon the Grand Ewok. I killed a giant ape. The levels were coming quicker to me now, which meant I could travel further and further. The next biome I'd end up is the Ancient Forest, a place I was sure would be my home. But we're going to fast forward a whole day here. IRL day. I did a lot of exploring, saved a lot of companions, completed a lot of quests, and acquired a lot of loot. But we're here for the base building, and my starter base was just a little too cramped. Alright guys, I think it's time. I'm getting overwhelmed in here, it's getting overcrowded. Look how many people are in here now. They're missing beds and stuff, I gotta put more beds down. I think it's time we finally start to build our house. Our home. Right, I've decided what I want to build my house out of. It'll be a few different materials, but we're going to start off with these. Refined wood blocks. So we're just going to need a few logs, and then we can get to work. Jesus Christ. It's all too much. All these guys need their separate own rooms and everything. Damn, that really didn't give us much, did it? Alright, I've marked a couple of locations. I really like this forest up this way. I'm kind of thinking this one. Let's go check out our locations. So I've put about 20 hours into this game, just playing and building up and leveling up and unlocking new crafting recipes and building materials and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you, I found it very, very enjoyable. That's the type of game I like as well, outside of Rust. I like to be able to just turn on some YouTube, watch YouTube on the side, and level up, farm, and just basically build something amazing. We haven't gotten to that build point yet. It's basically just been a lot of farming, a lot of leveling, and a lot of exploring, a lot of quest completing. I do like the quests and stuff in this game. And I underestimated how giant this world is. Like, it is big.
I always call it massive. Sometimes they say huge. Not a bad one. Huge.
Insane. There's heaps to explore, heaps to do, and you can play with your friends too, so that's a big bonus. But me personally, I like solo. I like going solo on these things. So, I used to think, out of all the survival games, Conan Exiles had the best building in any survival game. I was incorrect. It's Enshrouded. Enshrouded has the best building in any survival game. Being able to build underground is a massive plus for this game. Listen here, Keem Games, creators of Enshrouded. You need to add a creative mode in. I see your core audience pestering you for it, and now they have me on their side. I might have had a lot of fun playing your game, but my inconsiderate sister decided she'd ruin all my plans by having a baby a few weeks early. And a creative mode would have saved me a bit of time here, just saying. Alright, there's our spot down here somewhere. Okay, so we need this. It's like our tool cabinet. Right, if we sit that like that, we might be able to build straight in under this tree. What's behind it, first of all? A pathway. So if we do this and then just pick it up, because you get your resources back for picking it up, right? Look. Alright, what's it going to take to upgrade this? Shroud cores. So there's going to be a bit of back and forth traveling, but we need to extend the radius on that thing. Hey. Yes, hello everyone, hello. Hold on, before we get it too ahead of ourselves, let's upgrade it once. We've extended our range. I need to go in further, I think. It's getting dark in here. Alright, I wonder what would happen if I deactivate this altar. Placed items will be lost. How would I... Hold on. I gotta do a bit of research. How do I move this altar? Okay. It's telling me I need to move... I need to place a new one first. The thing is, I think I might need... String? I need 3 strings, so I need some more plant fiber. Hey, everyone. Hey. Right, who here can craft torches? Actually, I think it was a me thing on the workbench. Resin, wood logs, and cloth. Alright, we're gonna make some of these medium chests. Alright, we're going with a lot. I'm taking these just so I can put down what I want first. Oh, that's better. Okay, let's keep going. Oh no! All right, don't worry. We can work around this. We can work with that. Okay, so I'm thinking we go down and we'll go under this. Dude, this is actually so cool. Right, now we change to the big one. Ugh, we're out of stone. I guess we could kill 2 birds, 1 stone here and get this copper. Hey, look at that. I wonder what 118 stone will get us. Oh yeah, not bad. So I toiled in the soil for a while, making my way deeper into the earth under the ancient trees above, until finally I thought I'd reach a good point to put down my flame altar, so I could destroy the first one and have this one as my main. Alright, let's see if this works. You ripper! Well, we better upgrade this actually. Level 4. Alright, we neaten the entrance. Now, everything's attached, so technically, all this should stay, right? We'll know in a few seconds. Destroying that first altar after attaching the second worked, and all my stuff remained. Now all I had to do was clear out a whole cavern. Alright, we're gonna need more stone. But look at all this space we've got so far. Alright, once we remove this, we have one giant open chamber. These here. And look at that. Completely underground. Submerged. You love it. Right, I feel like I just gave it, like, more character by building down there. And this could be, like, my workshop area where I just have everything set up. You know, down there, up here, around it all. But this looks a little silly now. Shame, I fully upgraded it too. Okay, you can't get the shrouds back. I just looked into it, so we're gonna have to, like, blend that in. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, actually. Yeah, there's a block under it. All right, we gave it the dungeon depths experience down this little passageway. Right, hopefully this looks good with chests in it. Okay, we're beginning the painful process of moving everything over. It's done. We finally moved everything over. But that is just the beginning. Okay, I guess we need to start bringing everyone over. So I'm gonna need the summoning staff. All right, we got the blacksmith, the carpenter, the hunter, the alchemist, the farmer, the bard, the collector. Mei Yin Chen, I'm pretty sure she's just like Chinese New Year decorator type person, you know? She's there. Right, now for the alchemist assistant. And the farmer's assistant. And that's everyone. That feels way better, way less cramped. Man, look at all these cool things you can make. Like, these are the different fireplaces. Tall stone brazier. Resin and stone. Actually, those would be sick for in here. Why can't I craft them? Oh, I need a sheltered bed. Oh, he needs a bed. All right, we've got beds. Okay, for now, we're just going to stuff the beds in here. All right, all the beds have been stuffed in here. All right, everyone has a bed, and that one's a spare. Let's see what these look like before we craft heaps. Oh, shit, these are big. What if we place them like that? So give me 3 more of them. We've got a bunch of small ones too. Nice. This is looking good, guys. This is looking real good. Beautiful. What's this going to take to fill in? Alright, that looks cool. What is that building block called, actually? Half-timbered block. Putting down those half-timbered blocks got me thinking. I was starting to feel that maybe this big open stone cavern wasn't really my vibe. I yearned for the cozier life, and this just felt too industrial for me. While I thought about what my next move was, I decided I'd go and get the best glider in the game, the Ghost Glider. I traveled so far out into the desert to find this thing, I'm actually a little ashamed of how long it took me. So here's the part when I finally make it to the temple where it supposedly was. I can't believe that just happened. Is this it? Oh my god, it took me so long to get here, guys. Now that I finally had this thing, I wanted to test it out. Well, dope. I had the best glider in the game, but I didn't have the best home right now. I began my search anew. First up, trialing a build that surrounded a clay mine, but I wasn't feeling that either. It needed to be cozier, and that's when I found it. The hill. I think this might be kind of like a beautiful location to build a cozy home inside a hill. And I'm starting to think this hill might be nice. Just put that off to the side there. Let's get started.
On build and
Alright, that's the front of it done. Kind of. The start. I hollowed the shit out of that hill, and I started filling it up with half-timbered building pieces, but time was starting to run thin for me, so I had to call in the big guns. My wife, Pookie Bear, and her father, Despero. Okay, farmers, over here. Speak to this guy.
Yep.
Get the stuff. It's in here somewhere to make a pickaxe, a copper one, and a copper axe. Pretty sure. There's copper in this thing here. Did you notice that you're underground?
Yeah, we went outside.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I got the whip at their backs down in that clay mine I'd started to build around, because half-timber blocks take lumps of clay and logs, which I tried helping with at one point, but I was delirious from sleep deprivation, I swear.
So what are you trying to build?
Hobbit hole.
Are you close?
I will get there faster with you guys.
Oh god.
Block by block, I turned this hill into a home, chimney and all. And finally, I could call the structure itself done by using the new rotational system implemented into the game for my gate. But the problem was, I was now out of time, and my hobbit hole, it was empty. I might have been devoid of the damp, the wet, and the ends of worms, but it definitely didn't have that comfort factor, which I was telling my wife about. I was so tired, I had to head to bed and get a few hours sleep before I had to get up and edit this whole thing. But my wife, you see, she's awesome. She listened, then waited for me to go to sleep. Then she got on my computer and took it upon herself to decorate the interior. She even got a good old friend of ours, Prawny, on to help for the limited time he had, because he and his friends were currently on Enshrouded as well, having a blast together on their own server. Together, they worked away while I slept, and soon enough, as I'm seeing here in my recording, Prawny and his group had to go kill a dragon.
Alright, so you're all good?
Alright, yeah, thank you. I'll message you if I need, but should be alright.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Have fun killing a dragon.
See ya.
See ya.
Then it was up to my wife to finish things off, before I woke up to find this extremely nice surprise, a fully furnished hobbit hole. Alright, you've been hard at work.
Yes.
Setting up my house. I haven't turned around yet. My hobbit hole. The decorator. I heard you had some help along the way.
Yes, I had Prawny helping me out before he had to leave to go slay a dragon with his friends.
Nice. Alright, I'm turning around. Oh! That looks pretty damn That looks pretty damn cozy. Sorry, I saw the eye of Sauron up the back of my hobbit hole.
Would you like to follow me?
Lead the way.
I have put some lovely ivy on the outside of your house.
Nice. Nice.
You may enter.
Ooh, yeah, go on. Lead the way.
Well, in here is the little library study area.
Nice. Rugs.
Here is just your portal room.
Flowers.
I don't know what this is called.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little bench to put your shoes on. You can have a seat. Yep. I don't have shoes because I'm just a builder.
Well, hobbits don't wear shoes. I'm
This is true.
overdressed.
This is true. Yes, this stool, this bench rather, is actually to make sure you have your shoes off.
I
Put your shoes on.
don't know how to unequip a mat like a or customize appearance. Here we go.
There we go. Now you're fitting in.
Nice.
Alright, well it's going day, so best of both worlds. Here is the cozy fire.
Nice. I see we've taken our fireplace from the dwarves.
Prawny made that for us.
Oh, nice. Is he living up in the Misty Mountains or something?
He must be.
He would have had to have had a lot of ponies to drag that all the way back here.
Over here is the storage and the little art wall.
Cool.
We have our big feast.
Oh, very cool.
And down here is the main bedroom. It's a very big bedroom. It is very hard to decorate.
Echo!
There is not many things that you can put in this bedroom.
Really?
Well, with what you were up to anyway, I'm sure there's more stuff.
Lots more cosmetics to unlock.
Yes.
I've only put in 30 hours so far.
We'll go this way first. Here is a bedroom.
A spare bedroom, nice. See this? Maybe I should have downsized that bedroom.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a bit ambitious.
Alright.
I like the rug.
This is another bedroom.
Nice. Oh, there's a root.
Yeah.
Cool.
A little natural light for your plants over here.
Oh, we might have to fix that one day.
The bathroom.
Oh. Wash my hands in the basin. Have a bath. But before all that, I gotta have a shit, right?
Main bedroom probably should have had some of the bathroom.
Yeah, that toilet is made for a man too. like a cock keyhole.
Alright, and now over here. The last room.
The most important room to any hobbit hole. The larder. Oh, we got ale. Plates. Dishes. Nice bit of meat cooking up on the fire. Oh, assorted potions and meats. That looks cool.
I put these barrels down. I didn't realize they were empty, but we'll pretend that they're covered. Yeah, this is where you sit to cook the meat.
Cool.
That's it. This is it.
Very nice.
It took me a long time, and it is very worth it. It looks great.
It does. This is awesome. We need if we had more. Sorry, I gotta yell down there. If we had more time.
What?
If we had more time, I could have unlocked more things for you to decorate with, but, you know, going solo on this stuff, it can be a little bit harder. But this is a nice, cozy hobbit hole. I am a fan. The outside looks awesome.
It does.
I like the library to study. Now what?
I guess now you log off, and it'll be waiting for you.
The end. Alright gang, don't forget to use my link at the top of the description if you like what you see. I want to see your builds, so show me on Twitter. The link to that is in the description as well. Great game. Great game.